Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 6A, formerly 5B, and I'm guessing at some point along the way you just saw my 2025 seed haul because I just put that out. I just sat down and I filmed that, and now I need to put my seeds away so that I can find them when I actually start gardening for next season. So if you haven't seen that seed haul yet, I will link it up above and down below in case you're interested in me talking a little bit more about the seeds you're about to see. But otherwise, I am just going to go through today. I am going to put the seeds in my little seed totes. I've got, this is my beans. It's upside down, but it's beans. I have one of the big ones for my food related seeds. I also have one down there for my flowers. So I have to find all of the various different places where certain types of seeds are supposed to go. I do have a video up where I talk about my seed organization. I've had this system for years at this point, and it hasn't really changed all that much. So I will link that for you in case you're interested. There are a few things that may have changed over the years simply because I've become more interested in different kinds of seeds than I have when I first started out. I'm going into my 5th year of gardening, which is very weird to imagine. So my processes are pretty much the same. They just kind of evolved a little bit. I'm also going to update my seed inventory for my seed spreadsheet. So I'll probably take you through that as well. Once again, I think I have a full video up about how my spreadsheets are all set up so I stay organized. But you'll see a little bit of that here. But I'm going to, once again, take you over to the table and I'm going to just start organizing seeds because I'm excited about next year. So here are all of my seeds that we have to get into their different packs today. I think they're pretty much organized. So everything back there should be flowers. So we can start with our food related things. I'm actually going to start with the garbanzo beans because it is the only one that is going to go in my bean box. Should have, yes. So I do have some slightly opened garbanzo beans. Shove it in there. So very exciting. The things inside my bean box are not labeled as of right now because I'm still figuring out how I like to do my beans and organize my beans and what I like growing for beans. But a lot of the things in my food and flower box have labels on the smaller photo boxes. So I'm going to quickly, so we've got lettuce, got basil, which is herb, lemon balm herb, orange thyme herb, sweetie star herb, Swiss chard is a spinach, and I believe I put that in with the lettuce type stuff. If I remember right. Need to do some double checking. And this is basil, so that's an herb. We've got sweet peppers. And then this is going to be I'm calling it a light slicer, along with the wood stock. And then we've got all of the onions. And then we've got one squash. Let me double check that I put the spinach in with the lettuce. I think I do, but I might not. I do not do that. I actually have a spinach box. I forgot. See, this is why it's helpful to keep a spreadsheet, because I also keep the labels for which box each of these seed packs are in, so that when my brain decides to forget things, I can remind myself. Okay, I can start with the squash. So as you can see, I thought about labeling up here, but these things go through so much trauma when I'm in the middle of gardening season. I'm sure I would just end up knocking it off, because as you can see, all of the dirt on some of these is just, it's a little ridiculous. I don't even know if this will fit in here. I might have to do a little bit of a purge at some point if I keep getting squash seeds. Okay, we've got the herb box, which a lot of these are upside down, but that is fine. That is a problem for future April. Okay, see, this is what I mean. I have a whole spinach box that I completely forgot about. And that's, I don't know, maybe because I really like spinach, I guess. And I know that's not a spinach. I didn't know where else to put that, so that went in there. But I like spinach more than I like lettuce. What can I say? Got the onion box. I need that, which is empty because I use up all of my onion seeds each year, because the viability of onion seeds usually goes down quite drastically. Yeah, here's lettuce. I have a lot of lettuce. I don't tend to grow a lot of lettuce because, as you can see, I still have the free packet from last year. I try. Mainly the guinea pig ends up eating the lettuce. But I'm really bad at thinking about using lettuce. And I think it might be because when I'm doing lettuce, I don't do salads, but I love putting those big, huge leaves on salad, or not on salads, on sandwiches, or making wraps. But I've never bought lettuce seeds. So maybe I need to look into some varieties of lettuce that would be good for that application, like tomato sandwiches and burgers and lettuce wraps, and then actually attempt to grow them for those, but they've never been my priority. Okay, so then we got 2 left. Double check. Yes, they're both light slicers. I have so many tomatoes. I've had to divide them into 3 different varieties. 4 different varieties. And this might change later on, especially as I get into dwarf and micro dwarf tomatoes. But I have snackers, I have light slicers, I have dark slicers, and I have Roma style. My light slicer is probably my most full, because I really like those orange and yellow and rainbow style slicer tomatoes that whenever I see one in a catalog, I kind of need it. Okay, and then we've got the sweet peppers. So this is my sweet. I have both sweet and hot. Going back in and remembering all the different types of seeds I have. That is going to be so easy to lose. I should probably get a slightly bigger Ziploc for that. Okay, so that is all of the food varieties. So I'm going to get the flower box out, and we're going to figure out where these go. So we've got the marigolds. Coleus is probably just going to go in an other. I think Agastache, I think I have an other as well. Hollyhock has its own. Poppy has its own. Nasturtium has its own. And these are all zinnias, if I remember correctly, because I'm crazy. Okay, yes, those are all zinnias. We will start with the hollyhocks. I'm really excited about this one. So, like I said, I have the black variety, and I have various bags that I have used over the years for saving seeds. I have a new bag that I'm going to need to put in here, but I'm thinking about doing a video of all of my saved seeds. So I will organize those when I do that video. Okay, poppies. Speaking of saved seeds, just a quick preview. I've got some of my saved poppies. I will put these over top. Marigolds. So what do I even have left? Oh yeah, Kilimanjaro White. I don't have a lot of those left, which is part of the reason why I got the sugar and spice. And then this is just a giant yellow, which I think is like fluffy, like a big fluffy marigold. I got my nasturtiums. Yeah, just out of both of these varieties. Zinnias. Where is my zinnia box? This is completely empty because I have a tendency to scatter all of my zinnia seeds each year, which is why I have to keep buying zinnia seeds. And then, like I said, I believe this is just going to go in the other category. Let me double check that. Yeah, I have both of those going into this other box. Perfect. And that is the flowers. So what you see here is my seeds spreadsheet. So this is an inventory of all the seeds that I have, where they're located, what I need to buy, what I have purchased, what I need to save, what I have saved, and then some of the days to harvest and planting date information that is relevant to the seeds that I have in my inventory. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to go through and I am going to select all of the food related things. I'm going to cut. I'm going to go over to my food tab. Boom. And I do have some extra things in there that I can delete later. I'm going to sort. And now I can see everything that is in each type of category. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. 200%? Is that too big? No, that's perfect. And then this will also help me to see if I bought any duplicates anywhere, because the type name will be the same. We are looking, except for, my lettuce leaf right here, which I accidentally did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to consolidate these together so that, hey, I know I have a pack from Baker and I know I have a pack from Eden. I don't need 2 rows. And there you go. See, the kiwi is in the fridge because it needs cold stratification. And see, then I got 2 black garbanzo beans. So we will update that. I know this probably isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but I find enjoyment in spreadsheets. Ooh, there is one thing I need to do. So right here, this is a dwarf tomato. I need to mark it as a dwarf. And then I could keep dwarf in the name. I might as well. That's fine. But I like to mark some of my tomatoes that are not indeterminate so that I know at a glance that the growing conditions could be technically different. I could probably put a determinate in a pot better than I could put an indeterminate in a pot. I can definitely put dwarfs in a pot. So that's why I have my little note section. I think those were the only two that were most likely to have. Nope, I've got New Zealand spinach. So I need to go back and I need to look at those packets. I think, we'll see, these are from Botanical Interest. I think I used up all of my packs. And that's why I rebought. But I'm gonna condense them together. I've got a few in both of the packs from 2021 and 2022. What might have happened is I was putting in an order for the strawberry spinach and I'm like, oh, apparently they have New Zealand spinach. Let me get a pack there. We'll buy more because I'm always gonna plant a lot of spinach. So even though I have this spreadsheet to keep me from buying extra things, I still buy extra things. Something I am gonna do, because I am a designer by trade and this is going to drive me nuts if I don't. So I'm gonna center that. Okay. Don't think there is anything else that needs updated. So I will go back and I will delete these extra rows. Okay, going back to the bot tab, we will delete those extra rows, which means it'll be easier to just go through here and copy. Actually, we want to cut and then add them to the bottom here. I will zoom in once again so you guys can see a little better. I'm gonna sort and then sort by category. And then they're all gonna be grouped together. And then once again, just do a quick pass. I technically still have some from 2023. That's what you saw in the box. I forgot they were still in the box. Okay. I actually stopped to save. I still have Morning Glory seeds. I actually stopped saving Morning Glory seeds because they just keep coming back whether or not I plant more. Think. Okay, so the Gerber daisies, I think I used all the Gerber daisy seeds. I don't think I have any of those anymore. So what I am going to do, I'm going to put them in my to buy section. Yeah, we got some extra rows I got added because I pasted all of that, but that's fine. I don't know if any of you guys are finding this interesting at all, but this is kind of my to buy when I end up seeing that I am out of something. I've got a couple of different sections. So I always get my onions from Johnny's. There is a specific zinnia that I always get from Park Seeds. I've seen their daisy and I'm hoping at some point to get some Gerber daisies from them maybe. And a couple of peppers that look interesting. And then I'll put a link to that so I can just do some quick buying. But we've got Row 7, Seed Saver, Eden Brothers, and of course a whole bunch of, I don't know where to put categories. I do not keep a list here of things for rareseeds.com or Baker Creek, whichever one you want to call it, because they do have a wish list feature that I usually end up putting those things on. But going back to this, I'm pretty sure we're okay. I guess I can combine my Cinderellas. There we go. And I didn't plant any sunflowers last year, so I still have all the sunflower seeds that I can use this year. Okay, so that is the food and flower section and the to buy and the bought. Like I said, I have this to save section of things that I know for sure I want to save. And right now I'm in the middle of mostly doing flowers because those are a lot of the things that I'm really okay if they cross-pollinate. It'll be interesting to see what I get out. I have this garlic section, which, of course, because I just planted out 2025's garlic, which I bought this year. I don't have anything listed for 2025 because I haven't bought garlic for the 2026. Does that make sense? These are the 3 that I just planted out for the 2025 garden. I have potatoes. So I need to keep an eye out for when potatoes go on sale so I can pick some of those up. And then I do have a list of seeds that I've retired each year with an explanation of why I retired them. I need to go back and fill this in with the seeds that I mentioned that I'm not going to be growing again next year. I kind of forgot to do that. But then I have this long list of days to harvest. I'm not going to really go into this. My planting dates. So this is kind of new. I've started this kind of this year. This is my things that I start inside. And these are the things that I direct sow. So I have 2 different tables. And I have put in the dates of when I have done all of these things for each of the years. And then I'm averaging them so I can get a quick look of when I should be starting to think about planting for whatever season I'm going into. I'm probably not going to be doing artichoke or kiwi, but thinking about things like lettuce. Traditionally, I've started lettuce on the 1st of February inside. Onions, I have done it anywhere between the 20th of February all the way to the near beginning of February. So the 7th of February. And so my average is about the 9th of February. And that may be where I do it this coming season. So this helps me look to see, okay, what should I be starting this week? What should I be direct sowing? And that's kind of what the bold dates are, suggestions of when I should be looking at it. And then of course, the years are when I actually planted things out. And then I have my giant reference guide. So I've got this Gantt chart that tells me when the earliest I could start inside, which is that bright pink, all the way up to when I should really be thinking about starting things inside, which is that purpley pink. And then red is that hardening off period. And then green is the planting period. So I have it for all kinds of different plants types, as you can see. I also have my average first frost and last frost, and then my actual city first and last frost. Just a reference guide to what the different freezes mean, and then all of these are various different planting charts that I have gotten from various parts of the internet that I just wanted to have in one location so I could do a quick reference look. The dark blue are, I don't know why I did different colors for all of those things. There's probably a good reason at some point, but over the years that reason has has disappeared. So that is my overall seed spreadsheet, if you will. So that is a quick look at my seed organization, both physically and digitally. I don't know what you would call that. I know there are a lot of applications and things like that you can look into for doing a lot of similar things that I'm doing on my spreadsheet, but I like the configurability and the control I have with making my own spreadsheets, so that is where I'm at with all of that. I have looked into applications like Seedtime, and they do some really cool things. I haven't gone very deep in some of their paid features, but I don't know, something to look at. I don't know if you guys found any of this interesting or not. I would love to hear how you guys keep track of what seeds you have, what seeds you want, what seeds you probably have too many of, or if you're just more of a chaos gardener and like, what I have is what I have, and if I have more than I need, then that's okay too. But if you want to see more videos like this, like I said, I am looking at doing one on my seed saved, so that might be coming soon. So feel free to subscribe down below, hit the bell to do all the things to get all the notification. I do also have an Instagram and Threads account, so you can check me out over there as well. That'll get a little bit more exciting when we hit about February. I do have some beds that I need to put together because more garden beds is always what a gardener wants. That might be coming sometime in January if I get a nice temperatured day or so. But otherwise, February, things are really going to start kicking off with the indoor starts and the 2025 growing season. So I do hope I will see you guys again in another video, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.